There's no shortcuts to true energetic development. That's just the way it is. A lot of people in this world, everything's fast. We're so used to instant gratification. We want instant enlightenment, instant results, but it doesn't work that way for the spiritual practices, basically. Hey guys, I'm Jonathan White. I'm here to help you master your sexual energy so you can magnetize your ideal life. If you're interested in learning more about sexual mastery, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified when I release new videos. Make sure you grab my free ejaculation control guide. There's a link in the video description below. So I'm going to share with you in this video one of the most powerful internal practices that I've ever learned. You could do nothing but this practice, every day for the rest of your life, and you'll build a tremendous amount of energy. This is a very real, very powerful practice. So this is a meditation to build the Dantien. The Dantien is this energetic space in the belly. Dantien translates to Elixir Field. Elixir Field meaning, this field. So we have the vision of this empty field where something can be planted. That's where the elixir is going to be grown. The elixir is, in Taoist alchemical texts, they always talk about the elixir and this cultivation of energy, from all of your experiences, all of your thoughts, all of your feelings, the food you eat, the energy from around you. You can cultivate this and store it here in this belly center, the Dantien, that becomes your elixir. And what it's really doing is growing your energy body and setting a foundation for all of the other practices. What I have found in my own personal practice was that without developing the Dantien fully, then all of the other practices, like the Microcosmic Orbit, any sort of internal practice is much less powerful because when you don't have a strong field of Jing, that's what you're building the Dantien, you're building this Jing field. Without the strong field of Jing, you don't have the fuel for your meditation, for your Microcosmic Orbit. You're not running much through it, without building this Dantien first. So by doing this, many Taoist traditions, they place such an emphasis on growing the Dantien. And this is something I skipped over for years, and my practice really suffered because of it. Once I understood the importance of the Dantien and I started doing this practice to build it every day, my practice has been just phenomenally powerful. Really what I imagined, what I dreamed of Qigong as being, meaning that constantly my belly center, my Dantien, I feel it is radiating heat 24/7 now, and I can move the energy through it tangibly through my microcosmic orbit, through my arms and legs. When I'm doing Qigong, I'm literally feeling this energy just radiating through my body, and that gets you so high. This energy is powerful, and this is what Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga, it was really meant to be, is this cultivation of energy. When you really have the energy, you feel it, and it becomes sort of a guide for your practice, because if you're not feeling anything, then chances are you're probably not having a very successful practice. So what I found is doing this practice builds your Dantien, and anything else that you're doing, Qigong, meditation, yoga, or just living life is going to be so much more powerful. Now you can fully activate the microcosmic orbit once you've built this energy. So this is very foundational, but it takes dedication. It takes daily practice. You have to do this pretty much every day. You have to do this consistently. So I learned this technique from Lo Man Pai, who's one of my Neidan teachers. Neidan is Taoist internal alchemy. It's very, very powerful practice. And he told me to do it every day for a month. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. And so I spent 1 hour a day doing this meditation for a month. And the results were just incredible for me. I didn't feel a whole lot the first few days, but after a few days, I started to feel this warmth in my belly, not a lot, just a little warmth. And then that turned into like this heat to the point to where it felt like my belly was on fire, like this red hot energy in my belly. And that just kept growing and growing. The more I did this practice, the more I cultivated this energy. It gets more and more powerful. And like I said, now this is going 24/7, and I can move it throughout my body. When I'm doing Tai Chi, it's radiating through my hands, through my palms. So this is the foundational exercise, but you have to do it. You have to do it regularly. There's no shortcuts to true energetic development. That's just the way it is. A lot of people in this world, everything's fast. We're so used to instant gratification. We want instant enlightenment, instant results, but it doesn't work that way for the spiritual practices, basically. You have to do your practice every day. You have to build this energy yourself. No one is going to do it for you. There's no replacement for time spent practicing. That's the essence of Kung Fu, sexual Kung Fu, is time and effort spent cultivating. So you have to do this every day. And again, you're probably not going to feel a whole lot the first few times you do this unless you're energetically sensitive, but I guarantee if you stick with this, If you do it for an extended period of time, do it every day for at least a week, you're going to start feeling something, I guarantee it. And it's just going to get more and more powerful to levels you can't even imagine right now. If you've never experienced full power of internal energy, it's going to blow you away. And this is something no one can take from you. It's your energy. And once you start to build it, you can be doing this 24/7, cultivating your energy. It's so amazing, feeling this energy in your body, moving it throughout your body, and just it becomes very empowering. It's great for your health, for your energy, just so many benefits to this. So the bottom line is you have to do this regularly to see the results. So this is actually a practice I've only ever taught before in my 6-week course, Multi-Orgasmic Man, but because it's such a foundational, important practice, I really want every person to start doing this and start building their energy. Okay, now that was a lot, but let's get to the practice. So basically what we're going to do, it's very, very, very simple, but you just have to do it for an extended period of time with focus. We're going to basically use our awareness and with our breath to bring energy into the Dantien. We're going to be connecting 2 points. The chi hai, it's called the chi hai, and it's about an inch or 2 beneath the belly button. And you can find this point on yourself by, if you relax your belly, let it stick out. There's kind of this natural curve to the belly, and kind of the apex of that curve, like where it sticks out the most, that's typically your chi hai point. So for me, it's about an inch or 2 beneath my belly button. So that's the chi hai. We're going to inhale through that point and feel like you're inhaling into your body. So straight in and then straight down the center of the body into the perineum, the pelvic floor, the space, it's called the hu yin, the space between the genitals and the anus. So you're inhaling, that's on the inhale. With your mind, you're bringing the mind from the chi hai inward and down to the perineum. Just imagine like you're breathing through there, like that's your nose and you're breathing air down. It takes a little imagination with your mind at first, but you start to feel it. So that's on the inhale. Inhale from chi hai down to the perineum. And hold the breath at this point. You're probably not going to be able to hold your breath very long at first, that's fine, but as you're holding the breath, you squeeze the pelvic floor. So it's like you have to pee and you're holding it back, that's the muscle. Squeeze that 3 times. Hold it for about 1 second each if you can. So squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. And then you exhale from the perineum back up the center of the body and out the chi hai. Oh, not out, sorry. You're breathing into the chi hai. So you don't feel it leaving the body, you just breathe into that point. Same thing as you breathe down to the perineum, the energy is not leaving the body, you're just breathing it into the perineum, holding it there on the inhale, squeezing a few times and exhale back out the belly. That is the whole practice. And just to review that, you inhale from the chi hai straight in and down to the perineum. Feel it there at the perineum, and you squeeze as you're holding the breath, and just bring your awareness to the middle of the belly as you're doing the squeezes. You can do more than 3 squeezes, but you want to do at least 3 if you can. And then you exhale slowly back from the perineum and into the chi hai. And it may be a bit difficult in the beginning to feel these points. You can kind of, what I like to do is kind of push, I'm not sure if you can see my belly in the camera, but kind of acupress here with the fingers, like really push in and down, just kind of feel that spot. You can kind of rub it or slap it a little bit just to bring your awareness there. Same thing with your perineum. I'm not gonna do that on the video, but just to anchor your mind in those points. And again, it just takes practice. You'll get better at this the more you do it. So just one last review. Inhale from the belly point, the chi hai, straight in, straight down into the perineum. Hold the breath, place the awareness just in the middle of the belly and squeeze at least 3 times the pelvic floor, holding the breath. And then exhale from the pelvic floor into the chi hai point. That's it. Now with the breath, you can breathe intensely. You can do kind of a belly breath where you really breathe in and stick out your belly. You want to breathe into the belly. So you stick out your belly as you inhale, hold the breath. So more of a forceful breath like that. But what I like to do is a really, really quiet, very relaxed breath where you almost can't even hear your breath, it's so quiet. And just gently inhaling in. Relaxing on the inhale, squeezing as you hold the breath, and relaxing on the exhale. This really helps your energy to drop into the Dantien. So that's it. That's the whole practice. It's very, very simple. But again, you just have to do this for an extended period of time. Do it for at least 10 minutes. You know, like I said, I spent a whole month doing this an hour a day, and I'm still doing it every day. You know, I meditate for about an hour every day doing similar practices. So, but I guarantee you, if you do this regularly over an extended period of time, you'll be blown away by the energy that starts to activate. So again, you're activating your Dantien. You're growing this power center, filling it with Jing, filling it with energy. And when you're practicing semen retention, you have much more Jing to cultivate. And that's another important thing, is if you're doing this, it's very important you're retaining your semen, or else you're not going to have the Jing you need to build the Dantien. You know, it's very related, your Dantien and your Jing. And once you grow your Dantien, once you feel it during practice, slowly but surely you'll be able to feel it throughout the day as well. And you can be doing this practice anytime, anywhere. And then it almost becomes a diagnosis of your energy, you know, your Dantien. Like if you can usually feel your Dantien, but then suddenly you can't, you know that your Jing is a little low that day, your energy is a little low. So it becomes kind of a diagnosis for yourself once you get this Dantien activated. And then you can move on to more advanced practices like the Microcosmic Orbit and other things, and really have some power in those practices. Otherwise, you might just be spinning your wheels, you know, doing it in your mind. So this is the Dantien building practice. Very, very simple, but very powerful. Please just do it. Just do the practice, do it for a week, do it for a month, every day, at least 10, 15 minutes. You know, if you do it for more, it's going to be even more powerful. And you're definitely going to notice some changes happen. You're going to build up some tremendous energy from this practice. And then it's not just, you know, a lot of people meditate, they're just kind of like trying to stop their mind from thinking, you know, just like, okay, I'm just trying to be calm and centered, which is great. But you know, personally, I'd like to go a little farther with my meditation. I want to build energy. You know, there's all this, you know, we read all these texts about these masters who cultivate this high levels of energy and had all these psychic powers. That's what I want. You know, I don't just want inner peace and stillness. I mean, that's great, but like, I want energy, guys. I want to like, you know, I want like Dragon Ball Z stuff here. So, you know, this practice will help you start to feel that. If you're interested in learning more practices for sexual mastery, you know, because let's face it, these practices get you really high. You don't need drugs when you're doing these internal energy practices. And that's what a lot of my students have told me. People who took my course said that, you know, they had out-of-body experiences, they're feeling high 24/7. And that's been my experience with this practice. That's why I love sexual kung fu so much. It gets me high without any drugs and negative side effects. So check out my 6-week course in the link below, and I open registration every 3 months. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below. What do you feel when you do this meditation? Have a great day, my friends.